Maybe she knows this table a bit better than some others. Using the top of it. It's well legal, of course.
Oh, that's an interesting choice. Was thinking she could have played maybe 2 rails around the 5, but a little bit of a tricky cut here, Mark.
Yeah, very awkward, isn't it, into the side? So much so, she's not even taking it on Tim.
Yeah, probably the jump cue coming out. No, not the jump cue. She's kicking. A little bit tricky because the 5 is now going to the open side of the table.
Ball 1.
Very difficult to get it safe at least. And she's missed the whole ball. So ball in hand for Kelly.
Yeah, there's a good field here of women in this 64 player field.
Second.
So that good safety, Tim, refusing the cut on the 5 ball, has produced the ball in hand. Every chance now of taking the opening rack.
Seven corner.
Oh, she's a long way away with that. What happened there?
I am flabbergasted, really. Especially she got ball in hand on the 5 and already making a mistake on the 7. That's very interesting.
Yeah, nicknamed Quickfire. Maybe she was a little bit quick to pull the trigger there, Tim. It could have been it.
Well, some movement to do with the cue ball. 2 rails to get to the bottom side of the 10. I think she has the pace almost perfect. A little bit of a cut, but she does get the first chance to clinch a rack on the board.
Break 1. Get down.
Yeah, indeed she does. So against the runner play, winning the first rack. Let me just run through a few of the players playing in this. Anna Riegler from Austria is here. Denise Santos, good player from the Philippines. I really like watching her play. Bean Hung is here. Jasmine Ocean, of course. Pia Filler. Sakura Muramatsu from Japan. Silviana Liu, good player as well, local to Indonesia. Seo Seo from Korea. Christina Zlateva, who's been playing some really good stuff just recently, as has Chihiro Kawahara. So there's quite a few big names in here, Tim. Chao Chayu as well. Forgot to mention her.
Yeah, very strong field. Only 64 players, but if you consider there's like 20 top players, 15, 20 top players, will be difficult to pick a winner still.
Yeah, 18,000 to the winner, 10,500 to the runners up, 5,250 for losing semi-finalists. So a nice bit of money on offer here. So playing the push out. What are you doing here, Tim? Pondering.
Well, there is not like an obvious shot really on this one. Has to really look for something, and I don't think it has much value to play like a long, both a long real safety like the opposite sides. So that's why Kelly gave it back. There's nothing obvious to play.
One side. 10 seconds.
What a shot this is. And does have a look at the 3, I believe, Tim.
Yeah, but she did not call it. I think she was trying to kick just underneath it.
Oh, she didn't call it. Wow.
Yeah, probably had a bigger chance cutting that ball in because you're trying to kick at it. So it's either you kick it and you hit it well, or you by accident cut it in. So might have been better off calling the cut.
Yeah, well, they do say, don't they, always call something when you're playing, just in case something goes wrong.
4 corner.
Thin cut here, though, Tim. This is a Sky Woodward type shot, but I'm telling you now, she's one of the best players in the game, in the women's game at these shots as well. And of course, just as I say that, she misses it. Hooked herself on the 5 as well. So a little bit of an edgy start. Early days, though.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first player to start off a little slow this week on this TV table. I've seen quite some top players struggle trying to find the speed of the table and especially the slide. I heard the table is very slidey with the new conditions, more slidey than usual. So that could be the reason why Kelly really has not that much of a feeling yet.
8 side.
Left herself a tricky 8 ball into the side here. Does have a good angle, though, to get back to the 9. Can you draw this to the right-hand rail, Tim? Or are you going to go high on the cue ball and run it round?
I was considering like a stun left into the short rail and back out. Needed maybe a trace more inside spin if she wanted to go 2 rails, but the good news is she doesn't really have to do much with the cue ball on this 9. Pocket the ball and she will have automatic shape on the 10.
10 corner.
Well, it's a very confident start for the Vietnamese. This is to double her lead in this first set to 2.
Right 2.
Yeah, I'm sure she's no stranger to Kelly. I'm pretty sure she's known on the circuit, Tim.
Well, with how many years of experience Kelly has, I'm quite sure that she knows all the players out there. So I'm guessing they might have played against each other before too. You never know.
Right 3. Vietnam to break.
Yeah, looks like she's struggling a bit, trying to make the one on the break. And in general, if you seem to not make the one on the break, most of the time the one will finish near the short rail. So it instantly starts to
One
become
corner.
a tactical game if the one doesn't drop on the break.
Ten second.
Yeah, worth the jump, isn't it? Needs a bit of luck. Not going to get it. And this is on to the top right. Can draw back. I'm not sure, though, the two passes
One corner.
into the bottom right-hand corner, Tim.
Yeah, that is a good question indeed. I'm not sure either. It looks like it might just go, but then
10
again,
second.
it's nice to shoot like on half a pocket if you're straight in on it. But she has played the shape, so I'm assuming it does go. Was some nice queuing on the one ball.
Well, she certainly started very confidently, hasn't she? Yeah, tight, wasn't it? Trying to play it to the left-hand side of the pocket as she looks. Just allowed a little bit too much.
Yeah, gotta say, Kelly will have to step it up a bit. Doesn't want to go down 3-0 in this opening set.
Yeah, she's very much a rhythm player as well. Needs to get going, get into her stride, so to speak. She'll admit she hasn't got the smoothest of cue actions. It's kind of one of those actions that when you're feeling good in the balls and you're running tables that you just don't even think about it. It's just natural. You don't win multiple snooker world championships, pool championships and billiard championships without being able to cue nice and straight.
Yeah, ball's laying pretty nice. I think she did get nice and straight. Slight angle could be annoying, but doesn't have to do too much. No, she could still go into the long rail with a little bit of insight. Oh, she decided to go to the other side still. A little bit in between here, Mark.
I think she'll play it to the
7 corner.
bottom left as we look. Oh, a little bit snatchy.
Oh, whoa.
Just struggling, isn't she, slightly at the moment? And Vang will be very happy. She's only got 4 balls to pot to get on the hill.
Yeah, basically
9-5.
picking up the pieces here, Zhuang. Great chance to go 3-0 up against the out of sorts Kelly in this opening set.
10 corner.
It certainly wasn't in the script, was it, this?
Red 3.
But then again,
Vietnam.
all these ladies can play, Tim. There's a lot of quality at this championship. We've seen the jump cue a few times. That was one hell of a jump, that was.
Red 4. Vietnam to break.
So breaking for the first set. Oh, ball's getting kicked out of the way. I'm sure the one ball was on its way.
I don't
This one
think.
ball is on.
Well, I was gonna say it might not be on. And what are you gonna play if it's not on?
Maybe push to where she can only see just the left-hand side of it, Tim. A bit of the left-hand side, kind of by the 6 kind of area, that line.
Yeah, maybe put the 2. Try to put the 2 and the 6 together and leave the cube on that long rail. That might be the only way.
Push out.
Yeah, really try to make something happen there, but yeah, I think she actually was not sure either what to play. It was a really weird position to be in.
Ten second.
Yeah, she did play good safety on Kelly there actually from the start. She is really putting a lot of pressure on Kelly here.
It's just one of those sets, isn't it, where nothing really has gone right for Kelly. She's had the chances, but just didn't take them. No prizes, Tim, for guessing where the cue ball's going to be after this. Just has to make sure she hits a rail. Can always kiss another ball, which means it wouldn't catch a rail, but no problem.
Eight corner. 10 second.
Well, gotta say though, that was an important hit for Kelly, because that easily could have been a second fall in a row, and the third one was not too difficult to rule up on the 2-ball.
You can play this
Two
to the
corner.
bottom left-hand corner now. Cue ball naturally running out for the 3 into the same pocket. It's a good chance, Tim, to close out the first set. Oh, has she gone far enough? She hasn't. Well, that's a little bit careless. That seemed to be the easy part of the shot, Tim, for
Three
me.
corner.
Yeah, she won't be able to jump this. She's not the tallest. Oh, this is a good try, but she is going to leave on the 3-ball. So last call, Kelly has to run out here.
Yeah, there will be pressure on this. She knows she can't afford to miss again.
Yeah, now
better.
not too sure whether she's. I was gonna say if she was straight enough on the 6, a little bit more distance on the 7, and a slight angle going the other way. Won't be able to draw back from the 8 to the 9. I have a feeling she has to go forward, just because she had to leave herself a bigger angle on the 8.
Well, left herself a bit to do here. She's been there, though, done it before. Multiple world champions know how to win. Well, I'm not a believer in commentators' curse at all. But that's the second time I've said something.
Yeah, just shocking so far.
10 corner.
I think Kelly had 3 quite decent opportunities, at least, in this opening set.
Yeah, I think if you said the score should be 2-2, Tim, that would be a fair score for that opening set, but it's 4-0. It didn't take too long either. So just the start the young Vietnamese wanted. And Kelly knows she's got it all to do.
Yeah, wondering if Kelly would like to leave the arena maybe for a timeout, because obviously she has been struggling this set, and sometimes just a little bit of fresh air or to get yourself a drink could definitely make you feel maybe a little bit more comfortable. Maybe she's just trying to get used to the arena and the setting.
She has had just a nice few days vacation here in Thailand. She comes here quite a bit. Her brother actually owns an apartment in Pattaya in Thailand. And those trousers she's wearing is a little fun fact for you, Tim. The trousers she's wearing are the ones she had made here by the tailors. You know, you see all the tailors around. Well, look, she has taken a time out, Tim. I think she's taken your advice. We'll do exactly the same, guys, and be back very, very soon with the second set. Kelly, 1 set down.
Set 2. Right 1. Vietnam to break.
And we are back, guys. We're to break off in this second set, leading 1-0. I think it's plain to see Kelly needs to get going, and very, very quickly. Tim, this could slip away.
Yeah, very surprised that Kelly hasn't really showed up yet. Usually I can understand maybe a game or two to struggle, but overall in the first set, she hit a pretty big low there. So we'll have to step it up and needs to win 2 sets in a row now. Yeah, a missed opportunity there to bring the cue ball 2 rails behind the 4. Not saying she's left an open shot on the 1, but pretty decent safety coming up behind the 2 and the 3.
Oh, she's
Oh.
overhit hers as well. Exactly the same. She's overhit it. Perhaps the table is playing a little bit quick, Tim.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I have seen quite some players struggle on this table so far. So certainly it can be the slide or maybe the rails are giving a little bit more. I'm not exactly too sure what it could be. But it's affecting Kelly so far more than Zhuang, and that's, well, not good news for Kelly.
Well, is this jumpable, Tim, or is the 7 in the way?
1 corner.
Yeah, looks like the 7 is in the way. She's kicking over short rail. This is a tough hit. I don't even
10
think
second.
this might not go. The 6 might be in between.
Or 1.
Yeah, difficult position to be in. But then still, Kelly might have to play a safety cue ball behind the 4 now, because this is not one of those layouts I would like to try and run out.
Second.
So nice second safety in a row there. And basically setting up a 3rd foul in a row. The safety coming up next is not very tough either.
10 second. Essential call.
Always very hard when you're so close to the rail that you're hitting as well. Hard to judge the
Ball 2.
ball.
Ball in hand.
Yeah, the layout did become slightly easier, but then still with the position of where the 5 ball is and with Kelly struggling so far, I see no reason at all to go for offense. So she's going to look for 3 fouls in a row. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of rack.
Well, I like nudging the 5 out here, Tim, if she can, and draw in behind the 3.
Yeah, I probably would not like to mess with the 5 ball, because if you play the safety well, you're going to win the game regardless. I think she has played it well. Don't think there is a 1 railer,
1 corner.
1 rail escape. So has to go 2 rails, and the 7 is slightly in between, so it's playing a little shorter with left spin.
All 3.
Yeah, it's loss of
1.
rack.
England.
Nice 3 fouls from Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, apologies. I didn't know it was the 3rd foul. I thought that was going to be the 2nd. As my school report used to say, mark would be so much better if he paid attention more. School report still following me about, Tim.
Right 2. Into break.
Oh, it's a good break. Oh, doesn't want to scratch. Does she get through to the 2? I think she might do, Tim. So good break, making the 1 in the side. That was the target. Very close to the scratch.
Yeah, chose to play the safety. A little bit unfortunate to catch the side pocket knuckle. Probably would have had the 6 in between. So this is a nice opportunity for Zhuang to play the side-to-side rail safety. But then again, the pace, well, it was quite too firm actually.
2 corner.
Yeah, bank is on here, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, and does give the shape, but now the worst thing that could have happened was fluking the 2 in another pocket and giving the ideal shape on the 3 ball.
Oh, it's short of pace again, Tim.
Yeah, maybe Zhuan realizing after winning the first set, maybe she realized, oh,
Extension
you know,
call.
maybe if I keep playing this way, I might have a chance today to
4
beat
corner.
Kelly. Because now suddenly funny things are happening. Wasn't the worst positional shot to play from 3 to 4.
Yeah, you just saw there. Clearly passes the 10. I'm not sure that's what she played, but she's missed it by a long way. Well, this is a chance.
Four corner. 10 seconds. Extension call.
You see, wearing the golden cap. No pocket, I think she just said.
Wow, I have to say, those are shots where she had either the 5 or the 10 to have in between the 4 and the cue ball. And just speed wise, it's just not happening so far.
Yeah, it just could be that that's what she's struggling with at the moment, but so is BUI because she's overhit this one. So this now is a clear-cut chance for Kelly Fisher to take a 2-rack lead in this second set.
Well, still has to come up with somewhat of a shot on this 5 ball though. Not automatic shape to continue. Might have to play for a cut on the 6. Landed nicely. Was thinking about getting more cut actually on the 6, but she landed really nice.
Ten corner.
Yeah, to redeem herself from that first set. This 10 ball to get 2-0 on the board. Kelly Fisher slowly making a comeback here in this second set.
Red 3. Kelly Fisher to break.
Yeah, so got the break back. Good break in the last rack. Made the one in the side. Looking to repeat that. Wow, you can't get much closer without making a ball than that. She's as surprised as I was. Easy starter though, Tim.
Two corner.
Yeah, just gotta make sure she gets from the red 3 ball to the purple 4. That could be difficult. Would ideally get straight on the 3 to draw straight out. She has not given herself a straight shot, so I'm interested to see how she's going to recover. Can she go around the 5, maybe 2 rails to the 4?
Oh, she had the opposite side on the cue ball there, Tim. What was she trying to do there?
Well, just in general, if you look at the base and then the tip position, I'm wondering what she played in general. Like, was she just trying to have something on the 4 to play safe? She could have played this a little better. She again the
it's-
speed.
Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's the speed. It's either too hard or not quite hard enough. Of course, we don't know what the weather is like there, Tim. We know it's normally pretty humid there. Just explain to viewers what humidity does to the cloth, Tim. How does it affect the way a table plays? Where's Tim gone?
Well, I was just thinking about that statement.
Have I put you on the spot?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Four corner.
No, it's just this is now day 3. We've been watching this tournament, and I've just been trying to figure out why exactly it's happening, and I I've not been able to put my finger on it yet. Oh, she's played a really nice shot there. Took the risk to cut the 4 and run the cue ball into the 5, and she has landed nicely on the 5. So this is now a nice chance to get going in the second set. Still difficult though, with the 8 not going to the bottom left corner in this view. And the shape on the 6 now is risky too. Look at the cue ball. That was awful close to scratch. And she landed in no man's land. No shape. So probably safety again.
Second.
Cue ball in behind the 8 is what she was predicting. And again, Tim, I'm repeating myself, but short again.
Well, then again, the 6 ball not even close to being safe. And now the 8 also does go to both corners.
It does have a 2-0 lead though in this second set, Kelly, so it's not the end of the world if this rack passes her by. Of course, she'd rather win it and get on the hill. It's not a disaster. Well, she's played this well, hasn't she?
Oh, well, I don't think so. Oh, that's just, what is it? An inch too short? Is she still on it?
I think she is.
Oh, wow, she was on that. Yeah, she played a great shape there. I thought from the overhead she could have been behind the 10, but clearly I was wrong. What a chance to pull one game back.
Only just, Tim. It only just went. Oh. Little tester on the 10 to pull a rack back.
10-5. Second. Red 3.
Yeah. Safety mistake from Kelly. And Joanne just keeps going, basically. I mean, every time she plays a good safety on one of the later balls in the rack, she wins the safety battle and gets the job done.
Yeah, you notice there, Tim, I think Kelly Fisher and Alison Fisher are the only 2 players that don't use a glove, that use carbon fibre. I'm wondering, is it from their snooker days where they just don't like the feel of the cue running through a glove? They want to feel it through their thumb and forefinger. Could be a snooker thing.
Yeah, it could definitely be a snooker thing. You would almost say in snooker it's almost forbidden to wear a glove.
Yeah, there's one player that wears one. And you can imagine he gets ridiculed for it as well. It's just not the done thing in snooker, is it?
Yeah, it's just really not so common. And actually, that player does get roasted every time he plays a match and it's live. Poor guy.
Yeah, you know, he might have a skin condition, mightn't he, or anything. You just don't know.
One corner.
Oh,
She
nice cueing.
loves to hit the ball, doesn't she, Tim? Doesn't hold back. Gets the cue through.
Yeah, nice stun draw, perfect on the 3-ball. Does she have a 6-8 combination? That's what I'm wondering. Not too worried about 4-5, but the 6-ball needs to be solved as well.
Ten second. Eight corner.
Well, is this on Tim? It's slightly in front of the 10 ball, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite the back cut though. And like I said, when I feel like I'm struggling as much as Kelly is, I'd rather not try to play all those specialty shots, but like this too, like for real, she was really trying to get more distance going.
Eight corner. 10 second.
I think she can sneak in behind the 8 here. She's called the 8 just in case, I think. Well, it's not what she played, Tim, and this is a real chance now for Kelly to get on the hill. Oh, where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going?
Oh no, that is
surely not. Surely not. Well, that is so unfortunate. Yeah, laughable, isn't it? Sometimes you have to laugh or else you cry, Tim.
7 corner.
Well, got a little bit of a run there, which I think you can safely say she deserves.
well, things cannot always go against you, but
7 corner.
yeah, I'm just a little bit speechless actually because it doesn't happen that often that Kelly struggles this much.
10 second.
Not taking anything away from Joanne's performance, but oh, that was close.
Yeah, it was a good effort, but now this is a chance you feel Kelly has to put away. Nothing to do with the cue ball here, Tim. Straight shot to the corner, or straight-ish, I should say. And just hold the cue ball. That's better.
Right 4.
Yeah, reaches the hill then. I think we're going to have a deciding set, Tim. Will be Kelly breaking. Balls didn't break brilliantly again though, Tim. It happens, doesn't it, with the hand rack? Just not always possible to get the balls, all of them touching, and just even one or two of them not touching can really alter the way the rack reacts.
Cannot be right. 1, 3.
Yeah, she'll feel a lot better
Kelly Fisher to break.
after that little run. So breaking for the second set to level things up.
Yeah, would also be nice for her rhythm if she can actually make a ball on the break, because we just have not seen the balls go down on the break that easy this match.
9 corner.
Oh, you said something very interesting a little bit earlier, Tim, when you said that after BUI made that first set, maybe it just dawned on her
9 corner.
that, hang on a minute, I've got the chance of beating Kelly Fisher here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she could never beat Kelly. I'm more saying maybe it has never happened before, and then when you finally get close that one time, that
9 corner.
pressure just instantly builds on you.
Chihiro Kawahara has won the first set, but he's 2-1 down in the second. Kristina Zateva is a set-up and 1-1 in her match. Seosewa 1 set-up, but 3-2 down in the second set. Being hung 2 racks down. Amber Chen, I think, has already won by 2-0. I'll just check that when it pops up again. Jasmine Ocean, 2 racks down in her match. Reigning world 8-ball champion, the inaugural 8-ball world champion.
One corner.
Wow, did go aggressive again. This time, the bump on the 6 did not help her out, but if she caught it maybe a little fuller, she might have had a shot on the 2. And I feel like she's just going to play even more aggressive and take the cut on the 2 ball on as well.
Too thick this time, but no damage done. Kelly beginning to find the speed of the table now, although there might be just a thin edge, but it's no good to her, I don't think, Tim. Very hard to avoid the scratch there.
Yeah, becoming quite the struggle, this rack. Both really not getting anything easy to work with. Just played a good shot here, Kelly, though. This is a nice cue ball. Not impossible to jump. I'm expecting the jump cue to come out, but then still it's long distance, it's quite the cut, and not guaranteed shape on the 3 ball, so I wouldn't mind seeing my opponent jump here.
2 corner.
Oh, she's not even jumping.
10
Okay,
second.
interesting.
Ball 1.
Oh, very close.
Ball in hand.
Got rid of another ball, Tim, for Kelly, so doesn't have to pot the 5.
Yeah, this is a chance now to close out the set, Mark. Should be all right to cross straight over from the 3 to the 4.
Yeah, played that perfect. This is the Kelly Fisher we know. Would like a little bit of angle. If not, she's going to have to draw straight back. That's pretty good. I'm wondering, Tim, will we take a timeout after this set?
Set 2.
So it is all square, 1 set each. I just saw Van get out of her chair. No, it's just to help get the balls out, maybe. She's not going anywhere, so we're continuing with the final set. And if it does go to 3-3, remember, guys, we will have a shootout.
Set 3. First right. Kelly Fisher to break.
Okay, so there we go. Deciding set. Kelly to break the balls.
Well, the ball's not moving very much there. Sees the funny side of it. I think we all know what she's thinking, though.
Well, it makes the racks go really scrappy too at times when they just don't open up as much. A lot of defense, difficult positions. Always takes a couple of innings instead of a nice breaker run or a nice clearance.
It's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? Because it's kind of the trade-off. You don't make a ball because maybe the rack wasn't as tight as it could have been. But then again, you don't necessarily leave a run out on Tim either because they haven't broken up so much. So it's a little bit of a trade-off, isn't it?
10 second. Session call.
Great match finished between Denise Santos and Cesca Centino. It went to a shootout. Cesca won on that shootout to advance to the last 32.
Second.
Pia Filler also winning, but in straight sets. She's been playing some good stuff as well, Tim. She could go pretty deep in this.
3-5.
Yeah, gotta say, kind of like watching Joanne play. She does look like she has a big grind. Stays calm too.
May have to jump this. I don't think she can get to the right-hand side of the
3 corner.
cue ball to swerve. Not much future in it either.
10 seconds.
Has to catch this very thin, Tim, to get some travel on the cue ball. It kind of span in midair, didn't it, Tim?
Yeah, caught the ball a little bit too thick as well. That's why it curved that little bit forward. Oh. Oh, I thought it was quite risky. I thought the double kiss was pretty close on the 4, but I actually think she's played a really good shot there. I think she's behind the 7.
4 corner.
Just a containing safety. Pretty good weight. Concentrating on getting the 4 ball tight on that short rail.
Oh. So many awkward positions in a row, Mark. And the longer this goes on like this, the more out of stroke they're going to get too from just playing safe over and over.
Well,
Oh,
what a shot that is.
Just when I said that, she pulled off that one. Whoa.
6 corner.
What a shot on the 4 ball.
Well, those of you guys in the chat that play pool, you'll know how difficult that shot is. Tremendous shot. And all of a sudden, everything in the open, perfect on this 5 ball.
Oh, a little bit of a roll there.
Right corner.
Hit the 8 slightly thin. Ran the cue ball into the 9, and actually it has worked out pretty nicely. Can't really complain.
10 seconds. 10 corner.
Well, she was a little bit all over the place in the second set, in my opinion. But now
Right one.
she did run out very impressively, honestly, because she starts with a very awkward cueing long 4 ball. And it's a deciding set, so extra pressure. And still, she basically made it look like it was easy. She's coming up with big shots, Mark.
Yeah, very impressive run out there, especially where the cue ball was for the 4. Just unbelievable. There it is. Unbelievable shot. And this one. And then the combo to follow. It's actually a good run out, Tim, wasn't it? Under pressure,
Right now.
considering she hadn't played too well in the second set. For Rayla. Very close and in. Now this is very thin on the 1 ball.
1 corner.
Well, not so much actually on the 1 ball. She did go really aggressive to go for the cut. She is at the moment going pretty aggressive, I gotta say. Maybe she just felt like she played too much safe in the second set and she's trying to gain
1 corner.
more rhythm around the table. It was a difficult 1 ball, barely made it, like barely missed it, excuse me. Just a slight bit. Oh, Kelly's not gonna like what's coming up. This is such a difficult shot, difficult position to be in.
2 corner.
Yeah, played
Shot.
cross corner just in case. Well, what a scratch in the side from that angle. You try making the ball in the pocket at that speed, at that angle. Doesn't happen very often.
Oh, look at this for a shape. Very nicely done. Needs 1 more good shot though to get on the 5, but this could be a nice opportunity for Dren to get an early lead in, like a 2-0 lead. It's only going to make Kelly
10
feel more
seconds.
uncomfortable around the table. Oh, and then she's missed the 4.
Why she hit it so hard? The stroke was just horrid, wasn't it? Threw the cue at it. And I think this is on, Tim.
Yeah, it will be difficult to get something on the 5 ball though, unless you're really going to spin the cue ball out.
Oh, close to the side pocket again. That pocket doesn't like her, but she's finished. Well, it's cuttable, Tim. Or would you go in behind the 10? What do you do? Oh, it's the 5 ball. I beg your pardon. I thought that was the 7. So perfectly on the 5 then. Tim probably shaking his head at the moment, thinking, what are you talking about, Mark? This is our final match for today, guys. We will be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. local time, with 5 more matches for you: 10, 12, 2, 4, and 6. And of course, we have the Scotch double starting tomorrow as well. So it's going to be a good, fun day tomorrow. Like the last day at school. You can bring games and you don't have to wear school uniform either. There you go.
Right to television.
Yeah, it was a great chance for Juan to get a 2-0 lead going, but missed that 4-ball. That was a very shocking mistake from the Vietnamese star. And Kelly now leveling the score at 1 each. If we go 3 each, we do have the shootout. So that is definitely an option at this point, because I don't think one of the two is really going to run away with the match from this position.
Right 3. Television break.
So all square. 1 set each, 1 rack each. 1 ball got kicked away from the side. Plenty of movement, Tim, on the balls this time.
Yeah, and then again, the first thing to do is probably play a push out and a couple safeties after. It's not like either of them get something to where they can get some rhythm going. And I mean, there's not really much to do against it. I mean, sometimes it's the balls that dictate how the match will go, but can be difficult. Not always the most enjoyable pool to play.
One corner.
There's a thin edge. She's crossing it over to the other corner pocket. I think that's what she's called. Yeah, double kiss was on, wasn't it, Tim? Especially at that speed.
All.
Well, no rail. Can you believe that?
Yeah, so trying to play the perfect cue ball there. And actually, with ball in hand, this layout is really not so bad.
Oh, dare I say shootout, Tim. I know you had one earlier on in your match with the Commonwealth 10-ball champion, Venus Lim.
Oh, she's landed, I would say, perfect on the 2. That was a little bit of a tricky shot there. Could have ran behind the 4 or too much angle. So she did play nicely from 1 to 2.
Friendly little bump on the 4.
Four corner.
Can she run off the side rail, Tim, back over for the 5 into the same pocket, or does she have to?
10 seconds.
I'm not sure. I think she's straight enough to just go forward like this, yeah.
Yeah, short side.
Yeah, would like to be as straight as possible on the 6, or at least get almost straight on the 6 ball. Doesn't want to leave herself too much angle to where she will have to travel back and forth from 6 to 8. This is all right to kill the cue ball.
Ten seconds. Essential goal. Essential call.
Getting down to the nitty gritty here. Good angle for 2 rails coming into the angle of the 10. Oh, what a miss that.
Oh, whoa.
What a miss.
Oh, that one, that could really break your confidence too. Because these are crucial moments, this deciding set. Oh, how's the speed? Looked to be speedy, but she's landed perfect, Kelly. She's stealing this rack. What a steal after that big miss on the 9.
Yeah, it's a bit like the first set, isn't it, Tim? Kind of role reversal.
Yeah, and gotta say, she was really running out like perfect shapes. Everything was fine. What happened on the 9? That's what I wonder. Yeah, maybe a little bit awkward queuing by the 10.
Track 4. Elevation to break. One corner.
Such a scrappy layout again. If you look at the 4-5 cluster, then the 2 ball is difficult to get shape on as well. Well, that was a great shot actually from Joanne. Really good cue ball.
Ten seconds. All one. Ball hand.
Well, this will take some running out, though, this table, won't it?
On side.
Shame the 6 balls there, because she could play the 2 and then break into the 5 and 4 and still leave herself on the 2, on the 3 rather, but the 6 is in the way. It's a bit of a mess, Tim, isn't it?
Yeah, you would almost say, even if you would get ball in hand, you would not want to start. Yeah, pretty annoying safety actually. Cue ball being so close to the 10 makes the jump very awkward.
3 corner.
Yeah, definitely a chance to where this rack is going to take quite a bit, because I don't think it's very interesting to go aggressive. Sure, you could play the 2, stop the cue ball, cut the 3 ball in and run into the 4-5. But I just really don't think you're going to get much. And look at that for a stroke. She really pounced that ball in.
3 corner.
Can she arc the cue ball round here, Tim, and go into the 5 and the 4? Yeah, like that. Arced it too much just, didn't she? Arced a little bit early. Well, can get in behind the 10 here, though. 5 ball will halt the progress of the 4, so can fully concentrate on getting the speed right to get the cue ball behind the 10 here. This time she's got there, Tim.
Can she still kick and stick behind the 5? I was wondering, but she played a creative shot, the 4 off the 5 and a good cue ball. Now this rack is open, so Sven will have to play a perfect kick shot here and find some way of a defense.
10 seconds.
Did she call the 6? I think she called the 6.
No, she must have called the cut. And look at this cue ball.
Ball in hand.
That is going to be very costly. Actually, she overcut the ball very nicely to the short rail, just not enough on the cue ball, not enough spin on the cue ball to stay on the table.
It's kind of the luck that Kelly was having earlier, wasn't it? Scratches in the side. We saw one from Kelly earlier on, a bit similar to that, Tim. At speed into the opposite side pocket, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is to get on the hill first, Mark. Kelly.
Yeah, she's ground it out, hasn't she? And that's what champions do, Tim. They never give up. They know how to win. They know they can't play the best pool all the time. You've got to wait for that moment, stay positive. When the chance comes, be ready to take it. And that's just what she's doing here. And this will put her on the hill, as you said. And we'll be breaking for the match.
Yeah, will definitely not be happy with her performance, win or lose. Kelly is quite the perfectionist.
Now, can we have a break with a nice open rack?
Right 5. Kelly Fisher to break.
Oh, she makes one on the break. And
Well, yeah,
shape on the one.
this is a chance, Tim, to take the match. It's all she wanted. Make a ball, have a shot on the one. Cue ball coming naturally for the 2. She'd have to be very unlucky not to have a shot on the 2, Tim, here, wouldn't she?
Yeah, just wondering if she cuts, is the cue ball going to not hit the 7? If it does, you might end behind the 4-6. Oh, she's overcut the 1 ball.
Yeah, I think maybe she was worried about what you were talking about, Tim. A collision with the 7. More drama to come. Forcing the cue ball as much as she could. Nicely on this 4, Tim, for the 6.
Well, she does have a slight angle inwards of the table. Won't be able to draw straight back for the 7, so needs to do a little bit more with the cue ball. Oh, great shot there. Definitely not afraid to hit the ball firm. Ooh. Still has the cut on the 8, but would have liked to be maybe a little straighter. She's still going to try and kill the cue ball off the 8. Nicely done. Could have also floated the 8 and to play the 9 in the side. But she likes to hit the ball firm, so these kind of strokes definitely are her comfort zone, I would say.
10 corner.
Yeah, that missed 1 ball. Left the door just that little bit open for Juan to run out.
Yeah, and unbelievably, Tim, I think that would have been the first break and run of the match had Kelly have made that 1, because I'm pretty sure she'd have run the rest of the rack. That was the ball that might trip her up. But Vang did run them out, and she trails 3-2 in this deciding set. If she wins this one, it's shootout time, Tim. Who do you fancy in that if it does go to a shootout?
Right 6. Vietnam to break.
Well, then again, the one ball near the short rail. Nicely played. Clever shot there, finding a straight bank right over. Plenty of balls in between.
One side.
Won't be too difficult to hit the one ball, but to get it safe, that's always the mission. Well, I don't think this was her intention, but did she get it safe?
One corner. Two corner. 10 seconds.
Well, she has called a cut in the corner. Cue ball will be near the side pocket point. Well, did cheat the pocket nicely there just to make sure she would not scratch. Now the run out is available. I do believe the 6 does go to the corner. Could also play an angle on the 5 to nudge the 9 ball to get on the 6 in case she might run out of shape a bit.
Ten seconds.
Oh, what has she played here, Mark? What has she done? How was she expecting to go 2 rails that way and land like a plum on the 5?
Well, very speed sensitive, wasn't it, Tim?
I was considering stunning to the center of the table.
10 seconds.
Now she has to play a safety, probably nudge. Oh, no nudge. I was going to say maybe to run softly into the 6, but this is better. Doubled up.
5 corner.
Thin hit. Is she leaving something for Kelly? I would say yes, but what's the plan with the green 6?
Nervous time for both players here. The 6 does pass the 9 into the bottom left-hand corner as we look. She's looking to leave it there, but then of course she needs to get to the 7 from the 6, Tim. So this isn't easy. This is thin to hold.
6 corner.
Well, she called the bank on the 6, probably the 2-way. Stick the cue ball behind the 9. If she makes it, she's on the 7. Oh.
And if she doesn't, every chance of getting safe, which she has. So more pressure on the young Vietnamese.
Yeah, has to go at least 2 rails, possibly 3 rails. Would like to put some pace on it, trying to send the 6 all the way to the 7. Don't play this too soft. Oh, she's played it not so bad, honestly. But she has left the 6 on. Now, the shape on the 7 is a little tricky. If you want to baby the 6 ball in, it's always so scary, such a scary stroke. But if you manage to do well, you're on the 7. She's even jacking up now. That's tricky. Yeah, I felt exactly this coming. The window was so small. Does she still have the 7 to the top right? To the bottom right in this view. But cue ball frozen to the rail as well.
I think she was actually trying to draw into the 7, Tim, and send it to the other corner pocket, but just got in behind it slightly, didn't she? I don't think it's on, Tim. Now, does she risk a roll up? Maybe just cannon into the 9 and get the hook behind. Oh, she's gone the other way. Oh, this has got to be a chance, surely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a hanger, and the position, the shape on the 8 is not a guaranteed. But on the other side, it's basically I mean, you were never supposed to even get this shot. So it's kind of feels free to shoot. Yeah, there it goes. She's on the 8. 3 balls to go for a shootout. What a drama.
Yeah, well, I will say, Miss Kelly has many experiences of the shootout. She's even won a couple of events with the shootout. Oh, what a miss on the 8. Well, I think it's all over now, Tim. Needs to hold herself together for these last 3 balls, 8, 9 and 10. For a place in the 32. Just needs to cue this nicely. Not happy with it. Raise of the eyebrows. It's been one of those days. It's been a very tough day at the office. The young lady from Pontefract. Oh, she'll feel very relieved, though, to see this 10 ball disappear. So it's going to be a win for Kelly Fisher on what has been a very sad day for the pool world, guys. I'm sure you've heard, and I'm going to read a statement from Predator, who said, "We are deeply saddened by the unexpected passing of Chang Jung-lin. More than a champion, Chang was a quiet force of excellence, a player whose calm focus, fierce determination, and respectful presence inspired everyone who watched him play. A former world number 1, Chang's achievements included winning the World 8-Ball Championship, World Team Championship, the Diamond Las Vegas Open, Derby City Classic, Bigfoot International 9-Ball Open, and many other international and Asian titles. He earned the respect of fans, fellow players, and all who had the privilege to know him. His presence on the table was powerful, and his legacy will live on. We extend our heartfelt condolences to his family and friends during this difficult time. He will be dearly missed, but never forgotten. Rest in peace, Chang Jung-lin." We'll see you tomorrow, guys, 10 a.m. from Tim DeRoger and myself. Bye for now.